Get out! What's up, guys? It's Ian here. Dave's fucking around over there. He might be putting over my head at some point, but ignore him. We're gonna go through my bag today. This is kind of like tournament bag. I have a few things I take in and out, but we'll explain that as we go. First things first. Water bottle. Right there on the side. Bingo. I got my, Dave hates this thing, but it's my rangefinder. It does yards, not feet, so that's irrelevant. Towel, minis, extra water bottle slot. In this side pocket, we have towels, gloves, tape, arm sleeves, just in case. That's really it in there. This is the money side pocket right here. Half-eaten bag pistachios, clutch. A Snickers wrapper, because why not? We also have some seeds. The seeds are always fun. I think that's it. Oh, there's another Snickers bar down there. It's like really deep.
It melted.
Well, I'll eat that next time I'm on the course. Trash away. I'll pick that up later, don't you worry. Okay, first things first. Putting putters. I'm kind of deciding between Envies and Runes. I throw both of these molds. I was putting with Pixels. I liked it, didn't love it, started to like it more. Now I'm like trying these out. So these are, we'll see which one looks the best soon. Those go in the top. I have duplicates of both of these, so when I get putting putters, they'll be matching. Okay. Let's go to throwing putters. I kind of threw them all over the place. Let's start with slow speeds. This is a Viking knife. It's a 2302, kind of my overstable putter. It flies kind of like a glitch, but with drop and fade at the end, which I really like. Then we have a Viking Rune in Storm Plastic, just like the knife. 2400. I really love this. This is my third ace disc, actually. Still in the bag. Love this thing. We have a Glow Envy. I kind of swap out between a Glow and one of the other plastics. This one's just a little more overstable. The other one's a little straighter, so if I know I don't need that straight to fade, and I can just kind of throw this. So those kind of go in and out. And then the staple of my bag, La Lumpy. This is my Electron Envy. I've had it for a very, very long time. I lost it for a while. Everyone knows the backstory. La Lumpy will always stay in the bag unless she becomes a roller putter, which I don't think she will anytime soon. That's it for my putters. Not quite, actually. I got two more like putt approach discs. I have a Get Freaky Crystal Flex Zone that is kind of like one of my go-to like get out of jail free forehand putters, and like backhand I need way more stability than my Envy. I'm throwing this Get Freaky Zone. I also have this Loki by Viking Discs. This thing is just a beefcake. It used to be flat, but a little puddle top now since I beat it in. It's my go-to scramble disc, especially within like 150 feet. This thing is awesome. Cool. Moving on to mid-ranges. Where did my mid-ranges go? 1, 2, 3, 4. I swear I had one more. Oh well. Okay. First mid-range that is in the bag is this Discraft Buzz OS. Pretty new addition. I really like how it flies. I don't see this leaving the bag anytime soon. Love this thing. Next up, we have a glow reactor. This is kind of my straight to a little bit of fade at the end disc. This thing is sick for anything, 280 for me. Almost 300. 300 is kind of pushing it with this thing, but this is kind of a new addition to the bag. It's a Discraft Buzz. It's kind of replacing that Dune slot for me. I think depending on wind and whatever, if it's windier, I'm going to keep this in. If it's not as windy, I'll probably kind of go back and forth between this and the Dune. Just kind of see how that goes. And then we have my Westside Turris. This thing is the perfect hyzer flip to a little bit of turn, or release it flat. It's just going to keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, till we hit the ground. This thing is awesome. I have another one of these in pink. I feel like the red's just a little flippier, and I like it flippier. So, I think that's it for mids. Let's go into fairway drivers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I have a Star Leopard here. This is another go-to. This is like my, if I need a forehand, but I can't get there with a forehand, I'm putting this thing flat, and it's going to flip and turn and turn and turn and turn forever. If I put it on a good enough hyzer, it will flip up to flat with a little bit of turn. Good utility disc in that situation. We have an Exodus that Dave gave to me. This thing is like dead straight, baby finish, awesome. This is probably my go-to fairway slot. If I need a little bit of finish or a little turn, like I can maneuver this disc however I want, and it's going to do that. I love this thing. Dave, thank you for that. Next up, we have a factory second T-Bird. A little more stable than the Exodus. It's kind of the backup to the Exodus. But let's say I do need a little more fade, or it is a little more windy. I trust this thing. A little domey as well, which I really like. And then last up in my fairway is this resistor. It's a glow resistor from Utah State last year. This is just throw it flat, it gets stable. Big hyzers with this thing. This thing's awesome. Not much to say. Okay, on to everyone's semi-favorite thing. These are my controlled fairway drivers. They all kind of go hand in hand with each other. So I have, let's start with the Sidewinder. I have the Star Sidewinder. This is that flip up to flat, baby turn, finish, or let's say it's a little bit longer of a hole and I can't use that Leopard. This is going to flip slower and hold longer for me. So I really love this disc. I also dyed this myself. Super sick disc. Then we have an Insanity. This is kind of the big boy version of that. Not quite as flippy for me. It's also like bored flat, and put it on a little hyzer is going to flip to flat with a little bit of turn. If I release this thing flat, it's going to turn but still come out at the end. This thing is awesome. Next we have Halo Firebird. It's a Firebird, stable. No real thing to say about that. This is like go-to forehand disc for me, but also like stable backhand, need to pump something and get left. So that's a great one. And then I just picked up this Holland Hanley Vulture, and this thing, I used to throw Invictuses from Innova, but they've discontinued. But this thing feels like an Invictus. A little high shoulder. This thing is like go-to backhand when I don't need a full driver and I just want something to go straight with a little bit of fade. Put this, a little bit of hyzer, flip up to flat, and just push for me forever with a reliable fade at the end. I love this thing. Alright, into the stuff everyone loves. Distance drivers. I have 3. I have this, let's start with this one. This is my Star Wraith. I've had this thing in the bag probably just as long as I've had the Lumpy in the bag. Probably around the same time. This is my second Ace disc. So I got a bunch of names on there. I also dyed this one myself because it's fun. Nice and beat in. This is like hyzer flip to flat, pushing, you know, flat. It's going to turn a little, so come out. I love this thing. And then this Blue Wraith is kind of the backup to this, just depending on wind and stuff. I'll throw these differently. These things are awesome. Now let's say it is a super windy day and I don't want something to flip on me. I grab this Ragnarok from Viking Discs. Really fun disc, super stable for my arm. Kind of that flat push hyzer at the end. If it's a really windy day, I'd probably replace this with one of these and then put like a Max in my bag. Just because that's my arm speed. Putters. Got a whale sack because love whale sack. I think that's it. Yeah, that's my bag for this season. Most likely, if there's any changes, you know, you'll see it on Instagram. If you guys haven't already, go check out Dave's in the bag. His will be up at the same time as this one. We have very different bags, so it's super fun to watch. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you later. Okay.
What the heck was that?